Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about yet another severe threat in the south central US. So today the main target is going to be North Texas and South Oklahoma with potential for tornadoes, strong winds, and hail, all of the different types of severe weather. So starting off here with the Storm Prediction Center page, we have enhanced, slight, and marginal risks. Starting off with our enhanced risks across 50,000 square miles and a population of 2.3 million people, including Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma, Wichita Falls, Texas, Lawton, Oklahoma, and Edmond, Oklahoma. We have slight risks across 88,000 square miles and a population of 5.6 million people, including Fort Worth, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Plano, Texas, Lubbock, Texas, and Amarillo, Texas, and marginal risks across 154,000 square miles and a population of 17.3 million people in two separate areas, including Dallas, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Arlington, Texas, and Wichita, Kansas. Tornadoes are going to be isolated mostly to this region right in here, starting with our significant severe risk, which is a 10% or greater probability of EF2 to EF5 tornadoes within 25 miles of a point. So we have that significant severe threat around 33,000 square miles and a population of 1.8 million people, including Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma, Wichita Falls, Texas, Lawton, Oklahoma, and Moore, Oklahoma. We have a 10% chance of tornadoes across 34,000 square miles and a 34,000 square miles and a population of 2.1 million people, including Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma, Wichita Falls, Texas, Lawton, Oklahoma, and Edmond, Oklahoma. 5% risks across 42,000 square miles and a population of 2.7 million people, including Abilene, Texas, Denton, Texas, Louisville, Texas, Allen, Texas, and Frisco, Texas, and 2% risks across 81,000 square miles and a population of 6.7 million people, including Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Arlington, Texas, and Plano, Texas. Winds roughly correlate to those enhanced, slight, and marginal risks. Enhanced and slight risks have a 15% chance of strong winds, and those marginal risks have a 5% chance. Hail is about the same, 30% chance in that enhanced risk, 15% chance in that slight risk, and 5% chance in those marginal risks. With a significant severe threat across 67,000 square miles and a population of 2.7 million people, including Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Abilene, Texas, Norman, Oklahoma, Wichita Falls, Texas, and Lawton, Oklahoma. That is a 10% or greater probability of 2-inch diameter hail or larger within 25 miles of a point. So let's go over our track and timing for the storm. You can see here we start to see some showers developing here. Let's call that 4 a.m. Central Time. And as the day goes on, we just see showers and maybe some light thunderstorms through Oklahoma, but the severe weather starts to pop up here right around, let's call that 1 p.m. Central Time. You can see some thunderstorms starting to fire up in western Oklahoma, areas such as Lawton and Woodward and Wichita Falls, Texas. Areas in there starting to see some more severe thunderstorms in the region. Amarillo, Texas starts to get into it around, let's call that 3 p.m. Central Time, and we start to see those thunderstorms really starting to develop in areas such as Wichita Falls, Abilene, Lawton, Oklahoma, around, let's call that 4 p.m. Then as the day moves on, we start to see some more violent thunderstorms starting to form up here around, let's call that 7 p.m. Central Time, and those start to move across Oklahoma with a line a consistent line of thunderstorms here. This is around 11 p.m. Central Time. And as we go throughout the early morning hours of Thursday, another line of thunderstorms forms. This is now around 10 a.m. on Thursday, and that line continues to sweep further south through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, through eventually into Shreveport, Louisiana, down to Houston, Texas, across to Vicksburg, Mississippi, and down to Gulfport potentially. So here's our mixed layer cape. This is the potential energy for thunderstorms to develop. And you can see here that we have these reds and oranges. Orange indicates 2,000 joules per kilogram of energy plus, and that red is 3,000 joules per kilogram of energy. And you can see that we get up even close to 4,000 joules per kilogram of energy. That just means that we have plenty of energy for strong thunderstorms to pop up and blow up immediately into potential supercells. Speaking of supercells, here's our supercell composite index, which is basically a scale of 1 to 50 on the potential for supercells to form. And you can see here right around, let's call that 7 p.m. Central Time. Actually, no, 6 p.m. Central Time. I was thinking of Eastern Time. We start to see areas around 30 on this index. And around 7 p.m. Central, we're now above 40 in some spots. So you can see that the potential for supercells is extremely high in most of these spots, as well as fairly sporadic too. You can see all the instability here with even the potential for supercells. And finally, our significant tornado parameter. Basically, we use this as our Torcon. It's a scale of 1 to 10, mostly 1 to 10, on the chance of tornadoes. So, we start off early in the morning on Wednesday with areas of New Mexico getting potentially up to a 5. But throughout the day, today, we see those risks fire up and into northern Texas. We could even see up to 5.2. Now, that is up by, let's go through here, some towns in the region. Memphis, Texas, Plainview, Texas, Mangum, Oklahoma. I'm looking at a map right now. So, Elk City, Oklahoma, around that area that has a high chance of tornadoes. And you can see here, as we move throughout the day, there's a potential that we get up to 6 on the chart. Now, this is right around the Oklahoma City area, maybe just south and east of the Oklahoma City, Tulsa metropolitan area. Areas like maybe McAllister and McAllister seems like the big one over there. Muskogee over there as well. Areas like that could be seeing high chances of tornadoes. But generally, southern parts of Oklahoma, northern parts of Texas have the potential for tornadoes even up into that 60% chance range. So a lot of instability, a lot of convection, and just all of the ingredients are there for tornadoes throughout the day today. So stay safe if you do live in these areas. Again, these areas are no strangers to tornadoes and severe weather. So as long as you have a plan in place and are able to execute your plan in case of a tornado or a severe thunderstorm, that is great. If you don't have a plan, create one. It is always better to be prepared for the worst and hope for the best. That is what I say all the time to my friends, family, whoever asks me about any storm. Just prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and therefore you should be all set. Fingers crossed. But that is all the information that I have on this severe threat for the day. Again, stay safe, and for more updates on this severe threat as it continues to move through the country, stay tuned here by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss any more updates on this system as it moves through the country. But that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you guys next time.